Hello everybody, it is May 30th, 2014's weekly wrap-up, and got to step 26 in the harmony course, which now takes all these root position chords that we've been working on up to this point and harmony work, and now talks about inversions. And if you don't know what inversions are, that means that it's a separate order of the chords. If you take a major chord and put the lowest note, which is the root, which is the note that names the chord, as the lowest note in the chord, it's known to be in root position. But if you take any of the other notes in the chord, the third or the fifth, for example, and you put the third or the fifth down as the lowest note of the chord, those chords are known to be in inversions. They're the same notes, but the order of the notes have changed. And learning how to vocalize that change again is something that will make you a much better singer and hear things in ways that lots of singers don't hear. So anyway, if you have access to the site, all you have to do is go over to the harmony course and boot on step 26, and you will learn a little bit about inversions. So that's what we released. There's a great release coming up next week, at least one, maybe two. And one is about developing riffs and licks, and that's in an advanced voice course, which is winding up pretty soon. But I'm excited about that particular lesson. I know it's going to be up next week, and it's very cool. So check that out. Also, you may see one of our celebrity singers coming on the site for an interview, and then I'm going to create a whole packet of harmony combinations of his material, so be on the lookout for that too. Now for the musical tip of the week, in a moment here we're going to magically change angles so I can get to my keyboard and have you relate to a couple notes in relationship to the chords, but I want to review again, and even those of you on YouTube, if you've been listening to the musical tips, I've been talking about isolating three parts of your range, chest, mix, and head. And can you do that? And can you feel the air pressures? And the more you can isolate and understand each part individually, the easier it is for you to know what you should do when you're dealing with melody lines. Because the melody lines are moving through a range. Most melody lines actually start low. Some start high, but more start low than high, and then they work their way up through the song to a big climax by the ending, or maybe something before the instrumental in the middle that are high notes. Now if you're singing rock, maybe right from the beginning you're starting with high notes. And the question is, are you starting in your head voice with the high notes, or are you starting in your mix? And it's very simple if you understand, by isolating the three parts of your voice, where you need to place the melody line in relationship to those three parts. So I keep on saying that's very important, and that's important for all our members here on the site. I'm giving them a tip, guys, but you know by being on the site that you can learn so much more about developing this and getting into it in relationship to all of the exercises that I've given you in the courses. So keep on working on that. And I'm talking about, oh, that's chest, right? And oh, that's mix. And then there's something that's more than that, called extended mix. You can take, oh, I can call that my mix. So I can go, oh, that second little click, that's extended mix. It's a little bit harder to sing in that, but again, if you understand and can feel that area of your voice, then it's not so hard to get there. And of course, oh is head voice. And we want to be able to blend these areas. Oh. Now, for those of you that are not on the site, I don't know if you can quickly grasp everything that I just said there, but boy, that's a whole lot more than just a nice little tip for you. That's showing you a lot about singing if you can get into those parts of your voice and start to understand how to actually apply that to songs. And bam, okay, like I said, through the magic of video, here I am at my keyboard, and tell you what, I'm going to play a little game just to talk a little bit more about this area of your voice. Now, if I played this chord, and I know that I have both male and female, and young and old, and high and low, bass, baritone, tenor, alto, and sopranos watching this. So wherever you can find this. Question number 1, if I play this chord, can you find the bottom note? Can you hear this? So I want you to sing, ooh, ooh. Now let me show you that where that's at for me, ooh, that's in my mix. If I do it here, ooh, that's sort of like chest, chest, maybe a little bit of mix, chest, chest. Ooh, the air pressure feels one way there, and ooh, the air pressure feels a little bit different there. Ooh. Now that's an explanation I think so many are confused about, because so often, especially now that you can sort of get this information on the web from different sources, people are talking about chest, mix, and head, and they show it in different ways, and someone will sing one part and another part. But I'm going to keep telling you, you really have to feel yourself physically in your body. Ooh, very easy air pressure there. And it doesn't matter what your range is, or male or female voice, just do it down in your low part of your voice so you can feel what's comfortable and what it feels like at that area. Yes, you have to take a breath, and yes, you have to have support, and you should relax your jaw, and all of these things that you hear choir directors sort of point out, and some vocal instructors. But, you know, that isn't the whole story. Just thinking about those things doesn't get you into this feeling of air pressure. Ooh. So, ooh. But if I extend this, ooh, that's definitely for me in mix. Ooh. Ooh. So it's like chest, 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 mix. Chest, chest, chest. Ooh. Ooh. Can you hear that? And more importantly, if I play these for you, let me do it for the guys first. Okay, so guys, do the same thing. Take an ooh vowel sound and follow these notes here. I'm going to vocalize you up a little bit here. Pressure should start to maybe ooh, so that's pretty easy still. But it should start maybe feel like it's changing either there or here. Ooh, ooh, is it feeling like because you're in your first bridge if you're a baritone or a tenor. Second if you're in your bass, if you're a bass. Now I'll do the same thing for the ladies, but I'll start you here, ladies. You start there, down in your low notes, lower notes, maybe even here. Now if you can't sing this low, wait for me to catch up to you. I'm starting kind of low for some female voices, but some of you can get down here, especially if you know lessons on the site. Ooh. Here, again, it feels like you have to make some kind of shift or change again. And those, now that's actually applying it to, you know, that's a chord, that's a major chord, that's all we're doing there. 1, 3, 5, 8, 5, 3, 1. And that's just the sound, a good sound for you to vocalize to. You can vocalize to major chords, minor chords, all kinds of different chords. And you should, but the point that I'm getting here is, do you feel those air pressures change, just like when you do the siren? Apply those same feelings to actual notes, and then finally to really utilizing melody lines, you know. Oh, you can take any melody line in the world. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, oh, I'm feeling my way into different areas of my range, at the same time not building up too much air pressure to break, and feeling if I'm in my mix or my chest or whatever. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light, Somewhere over the rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow. It doesn't, I'm moving the melody line in different places. I could start in my chest and go up into my mix if I start a little lower, or I could start in kind of high chest up into mix, and then even take mix up into head voice. And all of those things are valid. It's just understanding how to blend them. So that's, I think, more than a musical tip of the week. That's a musical lesson of the week. So anyway, be looking forward to seeing you next week, because I think, pretty sure we're going to have lots of cool surprises. So see you then.